Hi everyone, my name is Paula. Welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a beginner to intermediate yoga slash sequence. The main focus of today is going to be in Hanumasana, which is monkey pose, or better known as splits. So today we're going to get started with a brief seated meditation. You can find your legs crossed or extended. Simply, we're going to start tuning in with our breath, bringing awareness into our body, and slowly sinking in with a big inhale. Fill up as much as you can all the way towards the top of your lungs. Center and slowly exhale. Allow yourself to take a deep breath. Hold it for a few seconds. Connect with yourself and slowly exhale. For the last time, we're going to take a deep breath, fill up all the way, and slowly exhale. Just let it go. We're going to stay here for a few seconds, just slowly activating our neck, slowly moving it in circles, going all the way down, looking at the floor, and slowly looking towards the ceiling or the sky. Slowly turn towards the opposite direction. Remember to go at your own pace with your breath. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. We're going to slowly bring ourselves to tabletop position so we can start our practice or sequence today. You can walk your hands all the way in front of your body, bringing yourself to tabletop position. You're going to tuck your toes to the ground and slowly lift up your knees, bringing your hips as the highest point in your body in your downward facing dog. Here, just take a second for yourself, just letting your body stretch, feeling the blood going down to your head. Take a deep breath and slowly exhale. Just empty out. Stay here for a couple more breaths. You can bend one knee at a time, bringing your heels closer towards the ground. And spreading your hands as wide as possible. Just letting your support here down in your mat. Very slowly, you're going to take a big inhale and lift up your right leg off the mat. Into your three-leg downward facing dog. You can bend your right knee and stay here, feeling the opening in your hip. And slowly start bringing your foot all the way into your chest and slowly bringing it right next to your right hand. You can slowly adjust your back foot, letting your knee drop down on the mat. Bend your front knee. Slowly take a big inhale, lengthening all the way towards your ceiling or sky. And slowly here, you're going to be in your crescent lunge. Feeling the extension of your hip and pelvis here. You can slowly start bringing your hands down towards the mat and see how the sensation of you opening your hip towards the side feels. You can start lifting up the inner part of your foot And just letting it open. If this feels comfortable for you, we're going to slowly turn into our galaxy pose, grabbing with our right arm or left leg or foot. Staying here, breathing in, centering ourselves, and slowly letting go. Remember that you can take your own time as you do these poses. Remember to listen to your body. We're going to slowly bring our foot a little bit now towards the outer side of the mat and slowly see if you can drop your elbows down on the floor or forearms, keeping your palms down on the ground in your lizard lunge or pose. Remember to breathe in and slowly breathe out. And slowly start extending your elbows, lifting up your chest. And you're going to bring your foot in the middle, all the way in front of your chest. And slowly start extending your knee, lifting up your chest to your half split, Ardha Hanumasana. You're going to stay here, making sure you feel comfortable having your back knee supporting your body. Inhale, lengthen towards the ceiling, and slowly exhale. You can bring your hands down and start walking them towards the front. Bring your head all the way down, as close as possible to your head. And just stay here, slowly breathing in and breathing out into your half split. The goal here is to start warming up your calves and hamstrings, so that way you can start extending more your leg as you get closer to your split. Remember, you can flex or point your foot, that way you can stretch it more. And slowly bring yourselves towards the front. You can tuck your toe to the ground in your back leg and slowly lift up into your crescent lunge once again. And slowly circle your hands down to the ground and see if you can bring your foot right next to the other one. Very slowly here. You can bend one knee at a time. And if you like to take a little break, you can bring your knees all the way down towards the ground, towards the outer sides, and falling down to your child's pose, bringing your hips down and your hands in front of your body, letting your head rest down in the ground. We're going to stay here for 3 breaths at our own pace. Just letting our hips rest for a few seconds before we move to our other side or of the sequence. Basically, this is the starter sequence to get into Hanumasana. I'm going to show you guys later a little bit more advanced, so that way you guys can build your way into your split. So we're going to walk our hands in front of our body into tabletop and lifting up to downward facing dog with an exhale. You can stay here for a few breaths, bending one knee at a time and extending your arms as much as possible. Take a big breath and lift up your left leg off the mat into a 3-leg downward facing dog. You can bend your left knee to open up your hip, staying here, breathing in and breathing out. Slowly and controlled. Slowly start bringing your knee in front of your chest and let it drop right next to your left hand. You can slowly drop down your right knee down towards the mat and slowly lift up into your crescent lunge here with your knee on the mat. Slowly start bringing your hands down. Open up with your left knee towards the side, lifting up the inner side of your foot, so that way you can transition to your galaxy pose, bending your right knee and slowly grabbing your right foot with your left hand. Feeling the sensation of your hip, hamstrings and calves extending at the same time. And slowly you can bring your foot back down and you can bring your knee back towards the center. You're going to slowly bring your forearms down towards the ground and start extending your back leg into your lizard lunge or lizard pose. Remember to breathe in and slowly breathe out. Start extending your elbows and bringing your foot in front of your chest. You're going to drop your right knee down on the mat and slowly start extending your chest towards the ceiling. Take a big inhale and slowly exhale, bow down, bringing your hands down towards the mat. Walk your hands in front of your body, bringing your head down into your half split on your left side. Remember to bring your head as close as possible to your leg and just stay here, feeling the sensation of your ankle, hamstring and calf lengthening. Bend your knee and slowly lean forward. Lift up your back leg or your back knee and slowly lift up into your crescent lunge with a big inhale, arms towards the ceiling, and slowly exhale. Bring your foot back right next to the other one and stay here in your downward facing dog, or you can always bring your knees down to your child's pose. As you stay here in your child's pose, I wanted to tell you something. Remember that progress takes time. Don't expect to be doing the splits the first time that you try doing them. Not everybody has super hypermobility. So if you want to get there, it's going to take time. And not everybody's journey is the same. It also depends how consistent you are with your Hanumasana practice or your split practice. Also, not all splits are the same. So the straddle split, it might be a little bit harder for some people than the front split. So you can always see what feels more comfortable for you. But just remember to take it slowly and take your time to get there. We're going to slowly now transition to what I like to call the more advanced sequence to do a split. So basically, you're going to start in a high plank. You're going to slowly transition to a side plank. So this is more advanced where you need to work on your core strength and also your upper body strength. Here you're going to lift up your knee, bringing it as close as possible to your elbow, and slowly see if you can grab your foot. You're going to stay here in your side plank and see if you can bring your foot slowly towards the front, basically like in your crescent lunge. So by doing this motion, for me, everybody's different, but for me, basically, this helps me keep the extension of my inner ligaments activated and to slowly be able to bring my leg all the way towards the front. From here, slowly, with time, you can start moving your feet all the way in front of your body, And I recommend using socks for this part so it's a little bit more easier. Little by little, you just start bringing your foot all the way in front of your body and just listen to it. Don't try to force it. You're going to slowly see if you can align one leg with the other one. So basically, that's why also half pigeon is really important as a starter pose, which I'm also going to explain a little bit of how to get out of a split. You're going to make sure one leg is in front of the other one. You're going to keep your hips square towards the front. Sometimes they go a little bit towards the sides, so it's okay. Here, open up your chest and see if you can bring your arms towards the ceiling and create a small back bend in your lower back. And simply stay here, breathing in and breathing out. It's definitely a really advanced pose, and you definitely have to take your time to get there. It's all about listening to yourself and your body. So you only know how to get there with your own skills and body. So this is optional. You can always start bringing your chest all the way down, and your head is going to touch your chin of your leg. Remember to breathe in and breathe out. You can walk your hands in front of your body and slowly walk them in front of you so you can lift up your chest. This is another variation. You can do a reverse split, just sliding your left hand on your left leg, going as far as possible, just opening your arm, bending your elbow. Basically, if you were swimming freestyle or like a ballerina, remember to open up and slowly exhale, bow down. It's all about going with the flow, little by little. This is optional. If you feel like you want to advance more in your split, you can always start bringing your left leg as close as possible to you. You can grab your back foot and slowly bring it as close as possible to your body. Opening in and slowly opening out with your breath. Ideally, you can bring your foot behind your back, keeping your hips square towards the front, and see if you can grab it with both hands into a full one leg. So try to be careful. Try not to force it. And remember to keep breathing in and keep breathing out. To slowly come out of the pose. Ideally, it's good to just do it as slow and controlled as possible. And slowly you can bow down. Going towards the front for one last time. Lifting up your chest. And bringing your knee slowly as close as possible to your body. If you need to bring your back leg closer to you, you can always do so. Here we're just going to transition to half pigeon just to release and get off out of our split. Open up your chest, bring your shoulders back, making sure your front knee is bent. You can open up your foot, opening your leg almost like in a 90-degree angle if that's accessible and possible for you. And slowly exhale, bring yourself all the way down to your Ardha Kapotanasana. Take a big inhale And slowly exhale. You can release. And just to get out of here, you can come to the fire log pose, bringing your back leg all the way on top of the other one. Basically, it's almost like in Sukhasana, easy seated pose, but this one, they're going to be a little bit more open in front of us. Inhale, lengthen with your chest, and slowly exhale, bow down, and stay here in your fire log pose, just relaxing for a couple of seconds here. Take a deep breath, center, and slowly exhale. So we're going to come out of the pose. You can slowly bring yourselves back to your tabletop position and slowly bringing yourselves back into your downward facing dog. If you need to take a break, you can always come to child's pose, or you can bend one knee at a time to lengthen more your legs and hamstrings. So now we're going to the opposite. We're going to the left side. So you're going to come into a plank and slowly transition to a high plank. You're going to make sure you bring your knee as close as possible to your elbow and slowly grab your big toe and open up to your side plank, and slowly drop your foot in front of your chest. So this is a little bit more advanced, and you don't necessarily have to do this right away, but it's just what I like to do to get myself into a split. Here, basically you're going to bring your foot in front of your body and slowly, at your own pace, push your pelvis forward and start bringing your foot in front of your body little by little. You can bring your chest open, shoulders behind your ears, and stay here for a few breaths. And slowly exhale. You can bow down into your half split. Take a deep breath, center, and slowly exhale. Very slowly you can lift up your chest, walking your hands closer towards your body. Take a big inhale, lift up your hands towards the ceiling. You can always make sure you're correctly aligned, making sure one leg is in front of the other one. You can always have your back leg, your right hand going all the way down your right leg. And slowly coming back to center and exhaling all the way down, bringing your forehead towards the chin of your leg. Take a deep breath and slowly exhale. Here you can try to see if you feel comfortable, and it's optional. You can bring your back foot as close as possible to your body and see from here if you can bring it behind your back. Into your one leg king monkey pose. Ekapada Hanumasana. You're going to bring your hands behind you if it's possible, just keeping your legs open. Remember to breathe in and slowly breathe out. And here very slowly you can start bringing yourselves all the way back down, dropping your leg all the way behind you, And slowly taking a big inhale and slowly exhale. Just staying here in stillness in your half split. Start lifting up your chest. You can start bringing your foot as close as possible to your body. Making sure you're bending your front knee. And slowly transition to your half pigeon. Ardha Kapotanasana. You can walk your left foot, opening your knee, almost like in a 90-degree angle, if that's accessible for you. Take a big inhale and slowly exhale. Bow down all the way into your half pigeon. Take a deep breath, center, and slowly exhale. Just let go. You can slowly start bringing your hands as close as possible to your body. And slowly, you can bring your back leg all the way on top of the other one into your double pigeon, fire log pose. Very slowly, we're going to start closing for today's practice. We're going to bring our forearms all the way down towards our knees. And just feeling the opening here in our hips. Take a deep inhale. Allow yourself to connect with your body. And slowly exhale. Just let it all out. Once again, I wanted to remind you that progress takes time. My split journey definitely was hard work, and I wasn't able to just do it from one day to the other. Don't give up on yourself and just keep trying and trying, because if you really want to do it, you're going to be able to get there. We're going to slowly close to this practice with a few breaths together. Take a deep breath. Slowly exhale. You can push it out from your nose or mouth. Inhale as deeply as possible. And slowly exhale. Take a big inhale once again. And slowly exhale. Just let it all out. And remember to soften. Let your body relax and your mind as well. Take a deep breath and slowly exhale. We're going to bring our hands into our chest. Take a big inhale once again and slowly exhale. And we're going to close today's practice with the word Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you again in the next one. You can always check me out on Instagram, here on YouTube as well, on Twitch, and also on TikTok at Healthy Sprinkles Fitness. And also on my website, healthysprinkles.fitness.com, you can find some recipes. I really appreciate it for being here. And if you are interested in private lessons or virtual as well, please let me know. Thank you so much for taking this time on your day for yourself. And I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much.